Hello, Taurus. Hello, Taurus, Taurus rising and Taurus moon. People, the fur is flying today, and as you can see, because I'm wearing black, Rambo gets to, really wants to come up and shed on my lap. Shed. So, this is your weekly astrological and card horoscope for the week starting July 31st, 2017. And a quick reminder for everyone, don't forget to check out this weekend if you have made a purchase for the Tarot Home Study course. I'm going to be putting up some extra documents and spreads for your expanded learning opportunities. Again, I've decided to just start adding to the Tarot Home Study course as, time goes on. So those of you who've already made your purchase, you get additional information and you get a bigger package if it's your first time getting it. And if you do want to download and purchase that, you can go to my website, integrativemysticism.com, or just follow the links below. So what's going on with your astrology this week? Well, this week, early on in the week, between Sunday and Monday, kind of overnight, we've got Venus in a very, very interesting set of angles. We've got Venus forming a tense square to Chiron between your second house of earned income and your 11th house of friendships and social networking, while at the same time forming a lovely sextile, a very helpful sextile to Uranus in your 12th house of your past, your privacy, and your hidden zone. And it looks to me like there is a breakthrough that is coming through either a friend or somebody from your past that you have unfinished business with. And this breakthrough is good. And this may actually be somebody that we had a falling out with that we used to be good friends with. Now when Venus squares to Chiron, it talks about challenging our emotional availability. It really is. It's asking to see if we're over it. And when this person comes back into our space with this wonderful, helpful, whatever this is, looks like it most likely would be financially profitable for you in some capacity. Is this a peace offering or just simply a gesture that does say, hey, look, we can work on this friendship. We can have this, back right as rain. The important thing, though, with Venus square Chiron is everyone ready for it? Is everyone, emotionally available for it? Because you've got to be emotionally available for an opportunity to keep that opportunity. Later on in the week, we've got Jupiter in Libra in your 6th house of work, reputation, and physical health, forming a square itself to Pluto, currently retrograde in your 9th house of travel, higher education, government legal proceedings, as well as your spiritual practice and your academic life. And it looks to me like this is a good opportunity for you to have some kind of second chance with either a dream trip, a dream job, or possibly even a way to further or finish an academic career. But it does come into contrast with your schedule availability right now. And what might end up happening is that we've got to find a way to have both. This is your chance to work for having your cake and eating it too, but you need to be able to, not just cut one choice off. If you want to have both, you can have both. So allow yourself to have it. I'm not saying it'll be easy, but you got to be able to take good, bad, and every message. It's not even that bad. I mean, drama queen. Moving on. For your spiritual advice, we do have the card of the Raven. And the Raven is kind of an interesting card here, because, the Raven does talk about a need for learning how to, again, go and, I guess you could say, get into the depths of things that we thought, again, were gone and done. In the background of the Raven here, we see a barrow, alright? Burial ground. And what's happening with the barrow here with the Raven is it's almost like an observation of kind of either readdressing or honoring the past by getting the past facts correct. The Raven card is also calling us to actually pay a little bit more attention to where something may be over and gone and done, but again, we need to understand that we may have actually some lesson or some kind of power or some kind of gift, or gift in it that we need to go back and recollect. And so this week there's going to be something that we have to pay attention to. Is there something that we kind of ran away from? Is there something that we've let go of prematurely? Is there something that, that we maybe let go of or quit or dropped because of the stress, but it was not done? It's an interesting opportunity to look at some unfinished business, because there's a call to go on a quest down memory lane. For your Earth sector, when it comes to your work and finances, we do have the Temperance card upright. And this can be a lovely card for work and for money because the Temperance card does talk about things starting to get repaired and something being simplified for you when it comes to either your finances or it comes to your employment situation. If we've been trying to reconcile maybe too many priorities we've been juggling, too many payments, too many expenses, things are starting to merge and blend into more simple and more manageable, I guess you could say steps or undertakings. We may find that the Temperance card is even filling a hole this week when it comes to our finances. Maybe we've been spending a lot of money. Maybe July turned to be out to be a pretty expensive month for some of you Taurus people out there. And the Temperance card is saying an opportunity to kind of repair or patch that leak or or fill that hole, fill that void, will be put on the table. For those of you who didn't have that, it's just extra. For those of you who are currently looking for new work, what I'm interested in here is the Ace of Swords for your communications sector. See, we're segueing. Now, with the Ace of Swords, when it comes to your friends and family and the others in your life, this is a green light. There's always some kind of permission that comes with the Ace of Swords. And this could be, again, a sign for those of you looking for new jobs to find out you have permission or somebody's actually letting you know ahead of time, even before the boss or the hiring manager has let you know that you do have the job. You may be hearing it through a recruiter who, heard it at the water cooler. You may be hearing it through a friend that you've been applying to work with. So there's some extra tidbit of information about a green light or something going your way coming to you. It's kind of leaked to you a little bit early, which actually may prove to be, a very, very pleasant surprise. The Ace of Swords upright can also show up where a friend is backing you up this week in terms of a decision that you've been waffling on. If you've been kind of thinking about, I don't know, if you wanted to make some kind of major drastic shift in terms of your friendship circle, in terms of your home life, and you feel like maybe there's an obstacle in the way, maybe it's another person, maybe it's, again, it's money, it's time, a friend is going to kind of come and back you up here and kind of give you that resolve or give you that moral boost to kind of be like, no, it's okay, you don't need to have this hang-up, you don't have to be lazy about it. If you feel like maybe public opinion has been holding you back on some kind of major turn you want to make in your life, you're going to find out that somebody already knows you want to do it and they're trying to encourage you to do it anyway, and maybe they have a shortcut. For your challenge this week with fire, we've got the Devil reversed. Now, the Devil card reversed is kind of interesting because it talks a lot about paying attention to how do we confront things that we used to be hooked on. Things that we used to get stuck on, things that used to create, I guess you could say, obsessive feelings in us, things that used to hijack our feelings and our emotions, or even a habit that we tend to get stuck on every once in a while. The Devil card reversed here is kind of saying, okay, how, this week your challenge is going to be, you're going to be reintroduced to that thing. That thing that used to kind of swallow you up for a whole night. That thing that used to be able to hold you, in its own clutches, and you would lose time for. This is going to be a week where we're reintroduced to that. Now your challenge is to keep it a past habit. Okay? For your emotions with water and your romantic life, we do have the Empress reversed. I kind of feel like this week there's going to be a bit of competitiveness, a bit of a tug-of-war going on in the interests of you and your partner, you and your crush. Because sometimes the Empress card reverse can show up where we have a really, really difficult, we have a really difficult time matching emotional needs, and our emotional needs are starting to become competitive with one another, alright? And this can happen especially in relationships where maybe two people are coming with maybe two very different kinds of emotional wounds, or two very different kinds of stressors, two very different kinds of backgrounds, because their needs are going to be inherently different. And the Empress reverse is saying this week it's going to be very important to understand that while this relationship is not really in any kind of serious trouble, the Empress reversed is saying that you need to pay attention to where, again, where are we competing, where are our emotional needs competing with our partner this week? You know, we don't want to get into a situation where our partner and us are literally fighting over whose pain is more important. The Empress Reversed is saying that this fight, this argument, however, may be necessary because some people are clueless about love languages, some people are clueless about emotional needs being different, and maybe your partner needs a bit of that wake-up call. You know, maybe they need to understand that we're not all going to speak the same love language, we're not all going to have the same emotional needs, so there's no one-size-fits-all answer, even if that's what Disney wanted us to believe. So that is your horoscope, Taurus. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And of course, if you ever want to get a session, you can always follow the links below, or go to integrativemysticism.com.